Blue belts. It's time. It's time to get real, okay? So we're looking at your self-defense techniques. So we have the standing arm bar, the rear choke, and the rear choke pulling self-defense. Standing arm bar, you've got this bad guy, and he's giving you the business. He's pointing at you, he's poking you in the chest. He's got the attitude, and he's very threatening at this point. So while this can be very intimidating, he also gives us an opportunity for a standing arm bar, okay? So from this point, he's got his hand out. I'm gonna reach up, grab his arm, step back, step through, trap, and apply the pressure. So basically what I'm doing is whichever hand that I'm attacking, my opposite hand is gonna come across my body and grab close to his hand, right on the wrist. My hand that's closest is gonna grab the forearm. So my hands are right beside each other. This is what I want. This is the grip that I want, right beside each other, okay? So we're here, I come across my body, and this happens at the same time. Both hands grab at the same time. I lock down the arm. My opposite leg from the arm is gonna step back, and then I step through all the way. If you can see this line, I want this foot to come all the way on the same line as my foot. I step all the way through, and at the same time, I'm gonna pull the bad guy with me. So I'm here, I step, pull, and my elbow comes over, and I wanna clamp down on his elbow, okay? Now, when I pull him, I may end up super deep. So I have to kind of adjust so that his elbow is under my armpit. From there, I'm gonna lift up on his hand and drop my shoulder down to the ground. If he goes down super low, sometimes they go down really low to prevent the arm lock. If that happens, let's scoot back just a little bit, please. If that happens and you can't finish it from here, keep your knees bent the same amount. Bend your body forward until your elbow comes in front of your knee. And then from there, just lift on the hand and rotate your ribs. That actually makes it even worse for the bad guy. Okay, so that's kind of ideal. All right, very good. So now let's look at the rear choke defense. So he's behind me. He applies the rear choke. From here, number one thing, I've got to get some air. So I'm going to pull down on his arm. Using a thumbless grip, I pull down and I tuck my chin, and my neck is super tight. From here, I'm going to drop into a horse stance. Very important that I get a good strong base underneath me, but I don't want to be too wide with my legs or I'm going to be too weak, okay? So just a very good strong base. From here, I'm going to go straight forward, tuck my head, and throw the bad guy over. Now, to make this happen, I kind of bend my knees and my hips are going to kind of scoop underneath the bad guy. So I drop, push my hips back and scoop as he goes over, okay? So let me show you a side example of this. So we're here, I pull down, I drop into my base, my chin is getting tucked, I bend my knees, scoop, tuck, and look, he's gonna float. And I just keep tucking my head until he goes. Now I'm gonna wait until he completely falls over before I stand up. If I stand up too quick, I might lose my balance, and I don't want that to happen, okay? Now, sometimes the bad guy might try to pull us backward. So they might be trying to pull us with them, and I'm extended backwards. This is what it would look like from the side. So from there, I can't really drop and pull him forward. He's got too much leverage. So when that happens, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to step behind. I'm going to put the weight on his arm and step around with my other foot. Boom! Breaking the grip of the bad guy. From there, I'm just gonna rotate my body towards my outside foot. Very good. Let's do that one more time. So I'm here, he's pulling me back. I drop down. I'm kind of making him carry my weight a little bit. All right, so he's already kind of struggling holding me up. I step behind his leg, and as I step around with my opposite foot, I'm gonna go down towards the ground. I'm gonna bend my body forward and put all of my weight onto his arm. Boom! As I do that, I kind of hop this inside leg so that it's very deep behind his leg. So I'm here, watch the hop. This foot is gonna kind of hop. I step, and then I kind of hop it back. Boom! super deep. My body's already bent forward, and from here I'm gonna rotate my shoulders and bend towards this outside foot, holding onto their arms super strong. Very nice. Very good. Awesome. Excellent job. So, practice these standing self-defense techniques, the standing armbar, the rear choke, and the rear choke pulling, and you guys will be all set. Let me know if you need any help. I'll be happy to give you some pointers. Cool.